Hey Mavs, it's Miss Lewis, and I'm going to show you how to use the database Business Search Complete for your ACC project. So I'm on the main McNeil website, and I'm just going to click Library. And I'm going to scroll down the library website, and notice here's our research resources link. I'm going to click into that in just a second to get to the database. I also want to show you that our passwords sheet is right here. So if you're at home, you're going to need a password to get into the database I'm going to show you. But as long as you're logged into your Round Rock ISD Google account, you'll be able to click into this password sheet. So we're going to click Research Resources. It's going to take us to the entire page of our resources, but we're going to be looking for EBSCO. So I'm scrolling down to General Research, and I'm going to click EBSCOhost. And there are a lot of smaller databases underneath EBSCO, but we're going to look at this Business Searching Interface. And what we're going to do is we're going to click where it says Company Profiles. So I'm just pretending to do a project on Nike and the persuasive techniques that Nike is using to sell products to consumers, right? So I'm going to type in Nike into my browse bar right here and just click Browse. And it's going to pull up the Nike Corporation for me. So there's a report that a lot of companies have put together to talk about who their company is and what their products are. So I'm just going to click this report right here. It's MarketLine. You'll see MedTrack underneath here. It's just the company that puts together the product. So don't worry about it if mine says MarketLine, but yours says something else. So you're going to see this entire profile. It's going to tell you everything about the company, the description, their timeline, all the important stuff about the company. But really what I want to show you is further down into the report, and it is called a SWOT report. I don't know if you've taken business classes, but this is a really important analysis of what the company is doing that year. So SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. And this is where the company is starting to establish their goals for the year and what it is that they need to put together to sell products to consumers. So strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. And they detail all of these throughout this little analysis here. So when you're thinking about what a company is trying to do to produce products, there are specific ideas that they get from this SWOT analysis that will help them with their product. Sorry for the stutter. Product placement. Okay, so now I'm going to click back and we're going to click into company information, which is up here in the top toolbar. So company information, and I'm going to just type in Nike again. This whole page is a search interface, but I'm just typing in Nike right now. And notice that it pulls up all kinds of Nike links, and it looks a little confusing, except notice this is the overall corporation. How do I know that? Because if I look over here to the right, we're talking $37 billion in revenue, as opposed to like a lesser amount of revenue. These are stores, other branches, very specifics, but we're going to look into the whole corporation. So if I click here, this takes me to the business page for the Nike Corporation. Notice that there's a website right here. I'm going to go ahead and click it because once I get into my articles, it might be kind of hard to go back to this particular website. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Miss Lewis, I could have just typed in Nike.com myself. And you're totally right, except if you just go to Google and you search for Nike, you're going to pull up millions of pages that have nothing to do with the research that you're doing. But by clicking this website that's provided through the database, you know you're getting to the one website that you're really going to need. So I'm just opening this link, but I am going back to my particular source right here. This tells you financials and things like that you don't really need to know. I want to look at industry. Industry gives me these codes for these particular types of products. So let's just say I want to look at shoe stores, and this is the product number. You don't really need to know the product number. It's just like the industry code, right? So that pulls up 12,000 articles for me. That's insane. Nobody's going to look through 12,000 articles. But here's how you can refine your search. You're going to click Limit to just full text, because there's nothing worse than thinking you've got the article you want, but it really isn't there. So that takes me down to 9,000. But look, I don't care about shoes in 1913. I only want shoe information from 2020. So I'm going to click 2020, and that takes me down to 184 articles. Now, I'm going to get really specific, and I want it to be only shoe or product information about Nike shoes, right? So I typed in Nike, now I click search, and now I'm down to 14. So we went from almost 12,500 to 14 articles just using our search refining tools right here. And then I can click into any of these particular articles that deal with the topic that I might be interested in. Notice they have HTML full text, which is literally just the text from the article. PDF full text means it looks like a scanned copy of the article. Now, either way that you click into these particular articles doesn't really matter. The article will be right here for you. And really important is the citation. So if I click this little, it looks like a little orange piece of paper here. I'm clicking that, and it's going to let me scroll down to find my MLA citation. So that's how you find articles. Now let's look at what I did with this website. So this is obviously a business website, but I'm not worried about buying anything right now. I'm scrolling down to information about their company, their purpose, sustainability, what groups they're a part of. If I look at their purpose, this really shows me all the persuasive techniques that they're using to try to push products on customers. They're talking about how they deal with equality, their community, manufacturing, the environment. They've even got these impact reports. Look at how snazzy this is. This is all about persuasion right here. Everything they're doing to create a better world for all different types of people living on Earth, right? People even making their shoes. Learn about our commitment to make products responsibly. So this is a really great place to go to if you're trying to find information about the company and the specific techniques that they're using to persuade their audience to make them feel good about their product, right? Like I want to buy products from a company that look like they're really using their $37 billion in revenue to protect the environment and to make sure all people have access to shoes and things like that, right? So hopefully this helps you with some of your information. Please feel free to email the library staff if you have any other questions. Thanks a lot, Mavs. Have a great day.